Hey guys, what is up? This is Squad057 and welcome back to another Terraria iOS 1.2.4 video. In this video, I'm going to be showing you an updated way to farm Plantera. Not really farm, just to defeat normally. And this is more of like a first-timer's guide because Plantera slowly gets easier once you get better and better equipment. But for this demonstration, I'm actually going to be using less powerful equipment than I normally use, just for the sake of this video because a lot of you guys won't have the equipment that normally I would have when you're first facing Plantera. The first step in facing Plantera is you're going to need to find a big open area in the underground jungle, because that's where Plantera is spawned and fought. And you don't want to pick a big open area close to the surface of the ground, because if you fight him up close to the ground, it's going to make Plantera harder and harder to defeat, because if you fight him in the overworld, he turns into this sort of monster that just like can't really be beat. It's super hard to beat. So make sure you're deep underground, so like this is deep enough. And yeah, make sure you find a giant area like this so you can move around and escape his attacks. Also, if you see what I'm doing here, you want to destroy all these little islands that are around the big area that you chose, because the last thing you want to have to do is like having to run away from him and starting running into like these little blocks of like earth and stuff like that. That's going to be really annoying when you're facing him and you don't want to be stopped by anything. And another thing that you want to do to increase movability is to put a lot of platforms around like this, and I'm going to increase them a little bit now, but also you want to have wings. Wings and platforms make the ultimate combo, because you're not going to run out of flying space, and you'll be able to just get around really quickly. And that will mean that Plantera will have a hard time getting to you, and a hard time like trying to attack you. So I'm just going to increase these platforms, and I'll be back in a second. Okay, so I increased the platforms, and also on the platforms, this is optional, but I highly recommend it. You can put some campfires around, and basically what they do is they just increase your life regeneration, and that's going to help you if you get attacked by Plantera, which you probably will. Plantera is not a boss like Duke Fishron, where if you get hit once, it's basically all over, because Duke Fishron has a crazy amount of damage per hit. But Plantera has more of a steady rate of fire and less damage per attack. So it's not going to be deadly if you get hit, but you probably want to avoid getting hit as much as possible, and that's basically why you're putting all these platforms everywhere. And yeah, so I have just gotten rid of my last campfire. And also, if you really are having trouble, and if you've done this several times before and you want to make sure for sure you get it, you can put down some some heart statues to spawn life or hearts during your battle, and just hook it up with wires. It's going to be a bit of a pain to like hook that all up, but if you really want to be safe, you can hook that up as well. For this demonstration, or for this battle, I'm going to be using Hallowed Armor, because that's probably the easiest hard mode armor and the best hard mode armor that you can get easily. All you need to do is really just defeat the Destroyer, which is a super easy boss to defeat, and defeat him a couple times, and then get enough for the Hallowed Armor, and then you can that's basically a gateway into harder bosses, because this will give you just enough protection and buffs to face some harder bosses. And this will be a little bit of a struggle because I'm used to Shumite armor, but it should be fine with Plantera, especially with all these things. And for potions, I usually have Thorns potions, and whenever you get attacked, then the same damage gets, or a lot of the damage gets inflicted on the attacker too. Just some pumpkin pie if you feel like it. If you don't have it, that's fine. It's not a necessity, but I just had pumpkin pie lying around, and it increases all your minor increases to all stats, so I thought why not. And also Iron Skin potion, just so you have some extra protection, because why not. And the Shine Potion, because it is, if you don't have torches around or these campfires, then you're probably going to want to have a Shine Potion at least so you know what you're doing. And yeah, that's basically it for necessity. Oh, no, it's not it. I need to show you accessories. So wings, as I said, are pretty much a necessity, and I have all these reforged to wording, by the way, that add +4 defense to all of them, which is really useful. And so wings, and I also have lightning boots so I can get around faster as well. And the Star Veil. You don't need to have the Star Veil, but I usually like to have the Star Veil or what's the base? I forgot the base accessory for the Star Veil, but you get it from the Mimic, probably be on the screen right now. And also, I have the Obsidian Shield just so I don't take knockback, which is going to be really helpful with Plantera because she likes to shoot things at you. And if you're constantly like bouncing around the place, it's going to be really hard to do attacks and stuff like that. And I also have the Charm of Myths, just so it will reduce the cooldown of healing potions and increase life generation. So, yeah, and also you're going to need health potions, obviously. Greater healing potions, you're definitely going to want those. At least 10, just to be really, really safe. You're not going to use 10, but just have at least 10 because, you might use a lot of them, who knows. But yeah, that's basically it. I'm going to be using the Rapid Clockwork Assault Rifle for this. You're going to want to use a gun and something that either has really high burst damage, like the Tactical Shotgun, but if you don't have that, that's fine. But I'm using this because you can get it from the Wall of Flesh, and the Wall of Flesh is super easy to defeat. And also, I'm using a lot of Chlorophyte Bullets, and Chlorophyte Bullets are amazing because, I'm sure you saw before, they actually track your enemy, so you don't have to be accurate. It'll just find your enemy and start, or start damaging it. So, yeah, that's what I really like about Chlorophyte Bullets. And make sure to have at least 200 or 300 just to be really safe. And, you might not use all of them, but just have those at minimum. So, I have like 1,000 hanging around with me a lot. Especially I refill them when I'm about to face a boss. So, yeah, just have at least 300 or 400 bullets. You don't have to have Chlorophyte if you don't have Chlorophyte. But you can have like silver, maybe. My first time I defeated, Plantera with silver bullets, I believe. And, yeah, it was fine with that. It just was a little bit harder. But yeah, so that's basically it for equipment. Make sure to have a lot of mobility. And once all of that is done, once you've prepared your arena and all your accessories, you're going to want to find a bulb, the things that, summon Plantera. So I'm just going to go and try and find the nearest one so I can just run straight to my arena, because you don't want to be caught in a fight away from your arena. That'd be really bad. Let's see if I can find one, like, on the map. I think there's one up there, I believe. I can just fast forward this and I'll meet you guys when I find it. Oh, yep, it's right up here. Never mind, I don't have to fast forward. But yeah, so this is the bulb. You need, I think, a minimum of the hollowed pickaxe to break it, or maybe the molten pickaxe will break it too. I'm not sure at all, actually. I probably should have looked that up. But you're just going to want to break this, and once that happens, she'll be summoned, and then you just have to run straight to your arena. If you're not close to it, that's kind of bad, but you'd want to just be relatively close to it so you can sprint straight there and start attacking. And, yeah, so I'm just going to break it right now and take all my potions. Probably should have been a better idea to take them earlier. And also, the reason I have 2 Thorns potion is because they only last for 2 minutes, so if I have time in the middle of the battle, I might take another one. But I don't know where Plantera is. Okay, she's behind me, that's good. So, I can just run straight to my arena. This is bad, I'm being held up. Okay, this is really bad. Okay, let me just, yeah, see, this is exactly what you don't want to do if you don't want to be caught there. So, let me just place down my, campfire here. It's gonna annoy me during the battle. So yeah, and then you're just gonna want to break out your, your gun and just start shooting at him. So, yeah, as you can see, I'm doing decent damage, and she can't really reach me. She's firing the bullets at me, but she's only hitting me so often. And, once she comes up closer to you, you just need to go up and then around, and then you're back in business. So, make sure to keep a close eye on your health while you're battling her, because you don't want to run out of, health once, you're, like, in a really critical stage of this. And right now she's, advancing into the bouncing ball stage, where she just, like, throws these things and they bounce around everywhere. And, this is kind of an annoying stage because they hit you and then you lose a lot of damage. And as you can see, she's transformed now, and I should probably take a health potion soon. Yeah, you just gonna want to keep running. That's the key in this battle. And this hallowed armor is the thing that's causing my health to go down really fast, so I'm going to take a health potion now. And now I'm just going to keep trying to escape, basically, and then attack the middle of the Plantera. And, yeah, she's almost dead. Just gotta keep moving, that's the key. This is actually pretty hard. Yeah, so, oh, yep, she's almost dead, and she is dead. So, what did we get? We got the Plantera trophy, her full flower pow. I can't say that. And we got, what else did we get? Got the trophy. We got the key, obviously. You always get a temple key. This will unlock the jungle temple door, which is another whole experience, and you can defeat Golem when you're there. Personally, I think Golem is a little bit easier than Plantera at first, because there's certain tricks that you can get around Golem, but not with Plantera, because the Plantera is very mobile, and you can get caught very easily. So, yeah, that's basically it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like if this video did help you out, and if you defeated Plantera because of this video. And, yeah, I'd like to hear what you guys have to say, and any more bosses that you guys want me to make tutorials on, updated tutorials on, because in a recent update, they buffed all the bosses and mobs. So, yeah, make sure to go leave some comments down below for more video suggestions. And, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.